Oh. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam. Namami Bhagavat Padam Shankaram Loka Shankaram. Oh. So, happy to be back for another session of Drk Drsya Viveka after a week's break. So, we have talks 63, 64, 65 and 66 coming up. Very beautiful, like Narsimurti ji mentioned. It is the ultimate teaching is coming here and it's all about Jivan Mukta. How we can live as a Jivan Mukta. Aita. So, we will begin with a few simple questions. I will kick it off and then people can carry on. Huh? What is, let me see what we can think of right now. Basic question. What is the difference between conscious mind and subconscious mind? Yenappa. There is one major difference. What all can you think of? Conscious mind and subconscious mind difference.
Simple question, no? But very thought-provoking.
Yeah. Subconscious mind is fed by conscious mind.
Okay. The point number one, tick. One box ticked. Amele.
Subconscious mind, it records everything. Each and everything is recorded in subconscious mind.
Subconscious mind, everything is recorded. Okay. Who sends it to subconscious mind?
It is the conscious mind, whatever is going on around us.
Sends all the thoughts to the subconscious mind.
Yes. So via the conscious mind only, the subconscious mind can record. Correct? Is that right? Because by itself, subconscious mind, can it do anything?
No. All our thoughts, feelings, everything it records, but everything comes from the conscious mind.
So why?
Actually, can we say they're mutually dependent? Conscious mind records and sends it down. From the subconscious mind also it gives. When we are conscious, also, it keeps on projecting.
Bubbling, yes. That is what it is. That a karmic account is nothing but the subconscious, the recording in the subconscious mind. So in the next birth also, I behave that way. My sanskaras are that way. So the subconscious mind also keeps bubbling up. That is how I'm reacting in this particular.
So they are mutually dependent. Anyonya.
Correct.
What we do subconsciously repeated, that goes into the subconscious mind, and that is automatic. Subconscious mind becomes automatic.
Yes. So what is the example given by Prabhuji for this automatic functioning of the subconscious mind?
Like driving a car, learning when we do it consciously.
Yes.
When we get practiced or we used to it, becomes subconscious.
Correct. Very correct. What else, Anupama? Anything you want to add to this? Subconscious and conscious?
The conscious mind is superficial.
Superficial? Okay.
But subconscious mind is, it is like our...
What?
It is like our karana sharira. It goes very deep. And
okay.
Because of our ignorance only, this subconscious mind is bringing up unwanted worries, fear, anxiety, everything that is popping out of it.
Correct. But is that statement correct? People, do you agree? Subconscious mind is superficial. Did you mean that, or do you want to say something? What did you mean? It's conscious mind is superficial means, in the sense, is it insignificant or what?
No, it is significant. It is at the first level of consciousness.
It is very much significant because in the waking state, that is the active role player, right? But after that part, we are getting into everything is recorded and going back to the subconscious mind. which is working in all states, not in deep sleep state, in
Correct.
state also.
Correct. So subconscious mind works both in waking and dream state. Correct. Agreed. Another box tick. Amele, anything more significant you want to add? Murthy ji has not said anything yet.
Yeah. Actually, I have a point to add there, and I have two questions there. Point is that conscious mind is short-lived. I mean, momentarily, I can say it is a momentarily memory. Subconscious mind is like vault, which is
Storage.
stored. Yeah, permanent. In computer terms, it is secondary storage. Conscious mind is like main memory. If you turn off,
Conscious mind is like desktop.
no, main memory, RAM.
In computer language also, on
Yeah.
desktop we have a few things, important documents,
Oh, icons
easy
on the
access.
desktop. Okay.
Easy access.
Yes. It is just an icon. I mean,
Mm.
name and form, which is visible on the desktop, but
Mm.
beneath it is stored on hard
Mm.
disk.
Correct. Done. I was just looking for just one critical answer. That is
One more thing I wanted to add. This is tightly coupled with our nididhyasana and the transactional property between conscious mind and subconscious mind. When it actually seeps into subconscious mind, when there is a repeated pattern.
Correct.
So, car example, Prabhuji, whatever car example Prabhuji has given, after driving so many number of thousands of kilometers, only then, without my attention, I mean, conscious attention towards gear lever, accelerator pedal, brake pedal, clutch,
Correct.
I need not consciously look at them. So the moral of the story is what repeats most seeps into the subconscious mind. So that is the reason nididhyasana, repeated nididhyasana is a must.
Absolutely.
I feel conscious mind works in the present, and subconscious mind is always from the past.
I say it is yes and no.
Yes and no.
Yes. Maybe from Granny's perspective, Prabhuji's perspective, it may be true. I say no because this prejudice that happens through the subconscious mind, that itself will receive the way it wants. If Purnima ma'am says a sentence, part of the sentence, if I am already aware, subconscious mind completes the sentence without his even listening to it completely.
Like that, because the learning has already happened inside.
Yes.
For example, ABC, the alphabet, simple.
Yeah. Yes.
So
already always problem.
So the subconscious mind enables the conscious mind to work. Otherwise, if it is not in my memory, then every moment will be, you cannot, short-term memory loss will be too acute. Yeah, correct. Agreed. Alva Jayashree, is that right?
Chitta Shuddhi is nothing but that. This prejudice, I mean, auto-completion, automatically subconscious mind pushing everything into the conscious mind, and we sense that through that directive. So Chitta Shuddhi is to introduce a lag, and our awareness stands outside that and sees that, oh, this is coming here, this is coming from here. Then it stays in the memory, and there is a certainty that is called, it forms buddhi.
So all the learning happens in the conscious mind.
Yes.
Basically.
Yes.
Alva? All the Shamadamari, Shat Sampati, Sadhana Chatushtaya, everything has to happen at the conscious level. Then only subconscious can be repaired. Isn't it? What else you want to say, Murthy ji?
No, that is where the question I had, I think partially you already answered it.
And still that one answer is not coming up. What I have.
Okay.
That is very unfair on the part of the questioner, because the questioner has something in mind and everybody else has to go on guessing. So I wanted to stress the fact that ego, where is the ego active?
Conscious.
In the conscious mind. So the ego is active only in the conscious mind, not in the subconscious mind. That is a major difference between conscious and subconscious, isn't it?
Why?
Can you elaborate on this?
Huh?
Why?
Why do you say that? Because in subconscious mind, which is the sanskara which I have,
Mm.
so it will pop up. So that is also a part of the ego.
Involuntary. It's involuntary, no, Rajini? You cannot stop your vasanas from coming out unless you have corrected it at the conscious level. Ego has no role to play in the subconscious mind. Only at the conscious level. There, the ego has to come at the conscious level and say, no, you stop. I don't want this vasana. Otherwise, subconscious will keep throwing.
So fundamental question there is, why ego is limited to conscious mind?
Tell us. That's the question. Big question.
Yes, I think in Shloka 30 also it has a relevance there. Wherever mind goes, what Prabhuji explains. So why ego is limited or confined to conscious mind alone?
Heli, Murtiji.
We discussed, I think, in Shloka 7 or 8. I don't remember exactly.
Also we need to discuss. Yeah.
We discussed this. Ahankara is Brantijanya.
Ahankara is Brantijanya. Correct.
Brantijanya. And it is one of the types of vrittis in the mind.
Correct.
Any vritti that has to happen in the conscious mind. Subconscious mind is a storage house. It is similar to Atman. It cannot act by itself. Atman requires mind support.
That is there. Yeah.
Similarly, subconscious mind also requires conscious mind support. If that, for example, it is something like this.
Correct.
Something like this. Olden days, we used to have those video cassettes. All that video, audio, everything is sitting in that video cassette. To play that, it should be fetched into the video recorder's memory.
Absolutely.
And then play.
Outlet is subconscious mind only, for subconscious also.
Yes.
That is where the ego is active. At the conscious level, the ego is active. Yes. Otherwise, if that subconscious had free will,
yes,
I don't know, we can't even imagine that situation. It doesn't have free will. Only at the conscious level. Yeah.
Then is our dream state in conscious level?
Of course. You only answer. Is it?
Rakendra, ego is present even in the dream state.
Very weak.
Ah.
You cannot do anything. Can you control your dream?
We can't, but still it jumps from ego. Our experiences,
it has to come to the conscious mind, which is confined to some portion, because there is no external input there. It is all is very much come from well within. It
comes from within, but the ego in terms of free will is not there in. That is why, Jayashri, you remember we had discussed earlier. That's why when you kill someone in the dream also, you don't incur karma.
There is no karma attached.
Because there is no free will there. Like how in the animal kingdom, they kill and eat for survival. They have no karma. Because it's an instinct and, it is their dharma.
Survival dharma.
So similarly, in the dream state also, we do hundreds of adharmic things. But even dharmic things also we do. But nothing we don't attract either papa or punya. Isn't it? Because it's not counted.
It is already covered. It is already taken into account. When
It's
during
already taken into account in
into
the
account.
conscious mind. In the conscious.
There is no second time taking into the account.
See, it is said, no, beware of your thoughts, because thought becomes
Reality.
actions.
Actions. Yes.
Correct. So with at the thought level, you can do hundreds of things in the thoughts, which will manifest and get dissipated in the dream. Thank God. See, that also we had discussed. So many papas get dissipated in the dream because they don't come out in the waking state. Thank God. So many unnecessary thoughts. If we start giving strength to them in the waking state, they'll become fructified. Whereas in the dream state, I don't know whether I told it in this class or in some talk, in the dream also, what we do, adharmic things and, hurtful things about ourselves, guilt, regret, everything will come out in a dream. We feel suffocated, we feel we are dying, we feel we are drowning. All those are prarabdha karmas which are getting thoda eliminated. Little small prarabdhas get eliminated in the dream also with Guru's grace. We had discussed this earlier, no? In some,
Yes.
this comes in the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad.
In this class only. In this class only.
Yeah. So it's good. At that level, it is great. Because without our own this thing, fortunately, some little prarabdhas get washed away. Because even if it's in a sukshma state, we experience that Allah. We experience the hurt, we experience the pain, everything is experienced in the dream, as if it is experientially real. Isn't it? Only after I wake up, I say it's a dream and I will laugh. So similarly, the waking state also is experientially real. And when I wake up from the waking state, I can laugh. That is the Gnani state of mind, always. Next, what else?
I have one doubt, Purnimaji, about this
Fine.
ego in the conscious level. Sometimes when the vasanas from the subconscious level come without our control, say suppose it's anger or fear, it just goes beyond the limit. In that case, does it mean the ego is weakened, or how is not able to
Very
control
strong. The ego is me. Ego is what? The ego is ego. But the ego which is identified strongly with the body mind is strong anta artha. Ashte.
Okay.
And the ego is identified with Brahman.
Then all these things will come down.
Ashte. That's all. Ego / mind. See, the terms are kind of very loosely and widely used.
Purnimaji, even the subconscious mind, which is a recording, this is also depending on my ego. It starts from there only. The subconscious mind of every person is different. So I can always say the subconscious mind recording is also dependent upon the
Subconscious
ego.
mind is not different. The nature of the subconscious mind is same in all living beings. What you put inside is different, Ashte. Content might depend on the ego, but the nature of subconscious mind is the same. That's why we can generalize and say subconscious mind is like this, isn't it? It's a repository of all the vasanas of the individual. The content is individualized. See, even that you can generalize. All raga dveshas are inside. What kind of raga dvesha is a little bit different, that's all. Isn't it?
So one more, again, I'm asking for the clarification. Subconscious mind al madiro actions ge prarabdha ilva, karma ilva?
Subconscious mind al yen action madakagat ninge? Only in dream.
Yarno imagine ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೊಡಿಬಹುದು ಬಡಿಬಹುದು ಕೊಲ್ಬಹುದು.
ಅದು ಕಾನ್ಶಿಯಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡೋದು. While in waking state, you can think consciously of that. No, it is not subconscious. The vasana might come from subconscious, but you're thinking of it consciously. You're daydreaming about it consciously.
Maybe looking into the structure of a thought would help. For example, when I was in Bangalore, Purnima ma'am has said something about me. You are an idiot. So when I am meeting her on this meeting, immediately that I am an idiot, which is stored in subconscious mind, will come into play into the conscious mind. And there, in line, live, I thought is post-fixed with that. I mean, attached. That's the reason we can, maybe let me complete it. So what idiot is there? But Prabhuji has also explained in one of the previous talks. This fan is there. If we leave that fan by itself, there is no problem. When I say it is my fan,
Yeah.
then I need to think about its lifespan. When will the next repair has to be done? All that will be projected when that I is attached. So, given a context, that context can come from any of the five senses, or context can come in name and form only. When something from outside, it can come, something from outside, and something that can be picked from subconscious mind.
Hmm.
So, in both ways, it can happen. External trigger makes us to fetch, like Purnima ma'am 2 days back said, I am an idiot. So that looking at Purnima ma'am's
Reveal surface. Correct.
forum,
Correct.
these words she
Uttered will come to memory. Correct.
come, and I is dynamically at this point in time it is attached.
Correct.
So
Well,
in a way, they are arasparas in the sense they are
Paraspara.
dependent on each other.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes. No, that is the question I had. Why conscious mind and subconscious minds are
They have
mutually
to work
dependent?
together. They work together. Correct.
Mutually dependent.
Mutually dependent. But specifically for Jayashree's question, she was asking, if I imagine killing somebody in my mind consciously right now, I want to
No. In my dream, I meant in my dream.
we dismiss the dream now.
I meant in a hypnotized state.
There is no free will, no Jayashree. So only what we do with free will, with that only we incur papa or punya.
Okay.
Karma. If you do anything out of without any free will, like we discussed in animal land, there is no free will. So they don't have any.
It is their dharma to have the food and eat. So
they don't have free will. They just instinctive life.
You were about to say something, Purnima. You were about to say something about the subconscious mind.
No. I'll see again. This question you can ask. I thought you had asked this question, so I will say what I had in mind. Right now, sitting here, very consciously, I think of saying I curse somebody consciously in my head. I'll not say it out. Will that incur papa?
Yes.
Yes.
There is one question over here. There are thoughts which pop up, and you say this is not me.
That is
Then
where
then what do you say? But it is in
good point.
conscious state, it has popped up. So, and then you say, no, it's not me. Detached, then it is not a karma.
No, it is not. Kaya, vacha, manasa, buddhya. We do all these karmas all the time at the conscious level.
I think this is the hint Vedanta is talking about.
That's the only teaching of Vedanta. Because, continue. Say some
But we feel guilty about those thoughts.
That guilt, that person who is feeling guilty is also not me. It's in the mind. It's a vritti in the mind.
Thank you.
All the vrittis are in the mind only. They are all waves on the ocean of stillness. Anything is a vritti. Vritti means what? Thought. Movement is called a vritti. Any movement is not me. It is not, I am water. I am not the wave. It will subside. Will you feel guilty forever?
No,
Maybe a few lifetimes you might feel guilty, but even in the nth lifetime, you will not feel guilty. I mean, it will subside. Timelines are very huge in this cosmic order.
So the question, tricky question there is, who is that feeling making us to feel?
Who is feeling guilty?
I should not have done this way. I did it. Consciously did it.
Ego.
Ego.
So the same ego was the cause for doing it.
There again, one has to be careful. Like a criminal in the court, he can say, I didn't do it. so I'm not guilty. Will that work? No. He is answerable to his evil deeds. So the judge will say what? Okay, you didn't do it, your body mind do it, so I'll punish your body mind.
Yes.
So you cannot trick anything here. So the transformation has to be, and the feeling that I didn't do it has to be real. At first, it is just we will repeat like a parrot. Okay, I didn't do it. It's fine because we are still learning. But I'm sure at some point of time, we can fake it till we make it. So moment I feel guilty, I'll say, no, the mind is guilty. Moments I say something hurtful, I say, no, the mind is saying it. I have not done it. I am Sachidananda. The moment I feel
again, the
elated,
question comes, the result will come to the body mind intellect. So I should be prepared for that.
yeah,
So if it is done by BMI, the result would come to BMI. I
yes.
might rise above BMI slowly and steadily, but then that result is there.
Yes. Everything will happen only at BMI level. That's all. Even for an avatara like Lord Krishna also, all his things are happening at the BMI level. Even his good deeds that he does as a killing the demons and all, he did. It has to do it at BMI level only. No, where else will he do it? Because Sachidananda doesn't do anything. Brahman doesn't do anything. Quiet, just the witness, Sakshi. Nice, no? To identify with Sakshi all the time is so beautiful. This is the Drk Drsya Viveka. Drgeva natu drishyate. In the first verse itself, it's all done and said. 3 levels of seers. I am the Drg, not the Drishya. You have to come and stand there. That's all. I am the Drk, not the Drishya. I am the Sakshi, not at all the one that is witnessing all these happenings at the surface level.
So to summarize this, ego is a toy being controlled by subconscious mind and the senses.
Correct.
So if I am ego,
What is it?
that's certainly I should be thoroughly get control.
Ego is a toy puppet which is controlled by the senses and the subconscious mind. Correct?
Correct.
Hmm.
Correct. Vasanas and ragas and dveshas.
Correct. And the sense inputs. All the storage.
Triggers. All triggers.
Triggers the ego. Ego is what? Just 2 things can describe the ego. What? Oh, balloons are right? That is the involuntary subconscious mind of the Zoom session which is coming up. So
Zoom got enlightened.
Therefore, it's celebrating with balloons. So what I want to say, ego, there is just 2 aspects of the ego. What is that? Ahankara and mamakara. Me and mine. Only that is the only definition of ego. Isn't it? Anything?
No, mine comes only identified with duality. Mine also doesn't have an existence. If I am alone is there, then mine is not there.
You are mixing up the every like an enlightened person who has got 2 eyes. One is the eye, which is the Sachidananda, and one is the little eye.
I and I, as per Ramana Maharshi.
Big eye and small eye. So this we are talking of this ego is talking about small I, me, small me, and mine. Gnani will also say me and mine, but then he includes the entire universe. Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. Then what else we want to discuss in this chapter, in this talk? So ego is called, the subconscious is the garbage. Is what
Actually, I had a generic question here. Generic question is that the role of subconscious mind and conscious mind from the Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana perspective.
Yes. Ask the question again.
What is the role of conscious mind and subconscious mind
Mm.
from Vedantic practices perspective. That is Shravana, Manana, and Nididhyasa.
Same thing, but specifically for Vedanta, you are asking.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
anybody can answer.
Yes.
So this is actually a cleansing process. If the more manana, shravana, so I'm rewriting on what is already written, the rubbish. So I'll be writing this thing. I'm writing the Vedanta, I'm writing that. So the subconscious clears and it will not pop up on my conscious mind. And slowly and steadily, it clears up the whole this thing. My baggage is cleared and I move towards that.
Rajini
It
ma'am,
is all right.
I think taking that stepwise, like Shravana, what happens? Manana, what happens? In Nididhyasana, what happens? What happens in the conscious mind? What happens in the subconscious mind? In the context of Shravana, what happens in conscious mind and subconscious mind in the context of, from the point of view of Manana, and similarly Nididhyasana.
From
That
Shravana,
gives certainty and clarity for us.
okay. From Shravana, I'm listening, right? Now we are having this class. I'm having this session.
Yes.
If I was not engaged in this particular session, I would have been engaged in some other activity at home, probably, and my mind is there. But with this Shravana, what am I doing? My mind is towards the session. It is towards the Vedanta, which I'm utilizing this particular hour of the day for this particular action. So slowly and steadily it is percolating in my subconscious mind as well. That is why Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasa is steadily said by the Guru. We have
Yes.
not reached a stage where I do not practice, where I do not do the Nididhyasa and I'm there. That is for a realized master. He does the whole work, but still he is in the state of always in the enlightened state. But for us, we are not in that state and we have to start with Shravana. Then I manan on it. What exactly went in the class? Where did I miss out any point? So through my day, I'm working on that. And manana is happening. The class has got over, but my manana is still continuing. And nididhyasa could be a meditation on it. I would sit silent, or that is how it goes deeper and deeper into my subconscious as well.
Mm.
So I would want to remain in Shravana for a moment. Shravana, I think Prabhuji also said there are three types of people, three types of sadhakas. So one type of sadhakas just listen to Guru's discourse or Guru's words, Vedantic, Mahavakyas, and he gets the jnana then and there itself. The next category is there, and another category is there, like
Madhyama. It is called Uttama, Madhyama,
Madhyama,
Adhama.
Adhama. So what is the role this subconscious mind and conscious mind is playing for these three categories of people?
I think, see, this Shravana, Manana, and Nididhyasa works according to the amount of baggage that we have in subconscious mind. If the baggage is less, Shravana will do. That will bring up the jnana. If I have even little more baggage in my subconscious mind, that will again, that is the one that is throwing out so many questions, so many doubts. So again, Manana has to come. That if I have even more a big baggage, then after the questioning also, that subconscious mind will feel suffocated. No, it is not like that. Even it should be like that. Those kind of things come. Then we have to actually again go to Shravana. Then we sit for Nididhyasa. But as Guruji says, jnana will come only through Shravana, because that we have to listen again and again and again. So Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasa actually related to the amount of baggage in subconscious mind. That is why it is helps in Chitta Shuddhi.
Yeah, that is the key point. Chitta Shuddhi is the key point. That is why Shankara says in the Tattvabodha first itself, don't even come to Jnana without the sadhana chatushtaya or without the, sadhana
Yes,
chatushtaya.
yes, yes.
You have to do all that preparation first. You sweep your house first, and then only you invite the guest. Before doing puja, you clean your puja room, you clean your house, you do all the necessary thing, keep all the ingredients ready, flowers, everything you keep ready. Then you invite the guest. This jnana itself is Brahman, no? Prajnanam Brahma. Before inviting this guest inside me, I have to be clean to some extent at least. That is why it will work. Otherwise, whatever you put, it is like giving bath to a buffalo. Yes, that's all. Water
Actually,
works back.
it is the grace of Prabhuji that takes everybody, in the sense, probably not today, by tomorrow, or whatever it is. It's the grace of this thing. How much have we worked towards our Chit Shuddhi? Like, we need to ask this.
That is our Jnana has come. See, we were able to explain all the prakriyas and all just like that. But see, that is the 3 stages of Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana can be explained in 3 simple ways. Shravana is, do I understand what is being told? That is what one guru says, no? Do I understand what is being said? Yes, I understand. No, that is Shravana stage. Oh, you are Brahman, you are not a BMI. Did you understand at the very, very superficially, did I understand the sentence? Artha aita? Yes, I understand the sentence, what is being said. Okay, I can even repeat. I am not BMI, I am Brahman. That level is Shravana. Second level is, did I understand, did I? What is the second level? Did I get it? What is the deeper implication of it? Did I get it? That is Manana. When I dwell on this sentence, which I have superficially understood, and try to decode it. I am not the BMI. Why? Because they just come and go. They're an appearance. They don't appear in my deep sleep. So when I wake up, I say I slept well. That is the awareness. All that teaching should kick in. That is the second level of Manana. All this will become more and more clear. Nididhyasana level, is it my truth? You have to ask. I have understood it. I have understood what is being said. I have even decoded it. But am I living the truth? Am I trying to live the truth? Do I still behave like a BMI, or am I going more and more towards Brahma consciousness? That is Nididhyasana. 3 stages. Did I understand it? Did I get it? And is it my truth?
Thank you.
Isn't it? That is what it is. So, Chitta Shuddhi. But now what we have in Kali Yuga, fortunately, Krishna said all this, it's very difficult. So you guys, you jump into Jnana. No problem. Plunge. Take the plunge. And simultaneously, go on working towards Chitta Shuddhi. Like last class, Rajini said, even the Shravana itself will lead to a certain amount of Chitta Shuddhi, isn't it? Because the vasanas are being rewritten with the right vasanas. So, very, very grateful for all this frequent AVSC classes and talks and listening and all that.
So that itself is the
Yes.
grace. We are in AVSC. We listen to Prabhuji. That itself, we already have the grace. It is up to us to take it forward.
Bahunam janmanam ante jnanavan mam prapadyate. Many lifetimes we have come to this level. So grateful, really.
So the same in Shravana itself. I am still stuck to Shravana only.
Okay, carry on.
In Shravana itself, who is the friend or enemy for my mukti?
Mana eva karanam.
No, there are 2 manas here. One is the conscious mind and subconscious mind. Conscious mind is contributing its own stuff, whether it is pro or against mukti. To the greater extent or to some extent, subconscious mind is also has a contribution.
All training has to happen where, at what level people
Conscious.
stay. Conscious mind only has to be trained, no. Elephant is the conscious mind. And
Now, why it is called, it is not called Manashuddhi, Buddhi Shuddhi,
Chitta.
or Ahankara Shuddhi. It is said Chitta Shuddhi.
Other the subconscious vasanas are washed out. That is what you mean. That's what you mean, no?
No, the most profound thing in this talk 63, Prabhuji says, you do all this circus, whatever you do, Shravana Matrena Mukti.
Okay. So
Why we are going into this three-step cycle again, and again? We need to identify that obstacle. There is an obstacle. Certainly, there is an obstacle. So, obstacle must be into either of the two places, Manas or Chitta, or can be both.
oh,
So,
chitta means you talk of chitta in terms of memory.
Not exactly. Not exactly. So the formation of ahankara itself is the thing, right? The Shravana, what is the why chitta? Why manas becomes an obstacle? Why chitta becomes an obstacle for Shravana? It was so easy for Bhagavan Shankaracharya. It was so easy for Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi. So for us, there is a strong resistance, repulsion which is happening within us. What is that? What is that making them so different from us?
This is the baggage that we carry, no? As said earlier.
We said no, chitta shuddhi has
Correct. How experientially we can see this?
Sense.
For example, Prabhuji says, Tatvam Asi, and he explains that for 30 minutes. Why it is not easily seeping into us so easily? This is the fundamental question, and there is a play of chitta and also a play of conscious mind. I mean, chitta meaning subconscious mind, and there is a play of conscious mind. Where is the obstacle? This is what I was analyzing, struggling from so many days.
You have to trust in the Mahak Vakya of the Guru. Idiki nenu bere trusting in
trust. That is one of the qualifications.
Trust is again purification. I did not have trust in this philosophy. I did not. Guru is also a human being. Okay, all that is I got it. So I have respect for my Guru. I respect the philosophy. And what is that?
I somehow believe it is for a person, like, how much do I want it? See, there are ways. Okay, fine, I've had this session, I'm feeling very good, my day goes on good, but how much pyasa do I have? This is it, that is only what I want. Or it could be, fine, the life is going on fine, everything is going on fine, my children are happy and all. But the thing is that this is the thing which I want, and I work towards that.
You mean mumukshatva?
Mumukshata.
No, actually, in simple terms, if we have to say, we are all human beings, we are all priority driven. What is the priority for us?
No, this will depend on person to person then again.
No, that is what I am not.
Family, then your priority is family. It is not jnana. The family should go on. I'm not denying that. And the duty has to be done very beautifully. Let it go on. Nobody's denying you that. My children are there, children and all that. Theek hai, wo chal raha hai. My house is running. But where am I? Where is my focus? All the time. Is it there? If suppose I'm a business person, my focus, my business would run. It would. But where is my mind? Is it in the jnana and the business? Or my focus is, theek hai yaar, gyan to hai hi hai. My focus is the business. I need to get the profit. So actually one can decipher from from ourselves, that where are we? Because I remember Socrates, there was one disciple who came to him and he said, I want this jnana. He said, okay, fine, let's go to the riverside. He takes the disciple to the riverside and he puts his head into the water and he's gasping for breath. He says, just let me go. And he just pulls, he says, is this itna aapka mumukshu hai? This is what you want? And this is if you are there, fine. But if you're not there, fine, I'm swimming also. So most of us, we say that we are on the path. So how much each one is there at this path, we need to ask ourselves. That is the thing.
Actually, ma'am, that is where I was coming. For a moment, keep aside the Vedantic, what is that, sadhana. In our daily life, normal life, is actually driven by the priorities we set for ourselves. Our life is essentially priority driven, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
correct. So where does God come in your to-do list?
Yes.
Correct.
Even the normal responsibilities themselves come out of this priority. When I wake up, this is the priority list, so I'll try to complete those. Whether we do it proactively, compulsively, that is secondary. I used to do compulsively.
What are you trying to drive at? How to prioritize God?
No, it is already, the hint is already there. So to come to Vedanta, one need not undergo what is that? So much intense suffering or things like that.
No, not really. No.
He's saying one does not necessarily have to go to intense suffering to have a ruchi for Vedanta.
Yes. To prioritize.
To prioritize Vedanta.
Prioritize.
That is grace, Baba. Ashte.
Yes. No, but we have that, as Prabhuji says, that rope tied to the cow, right? That length of free will we have. How effectively we utilize that free will is given to us.
Yeah.
So we may not expect the result. We will do our duty. We will try to use our free will to remain in this track.
Correct.
That reward is whether it happens or doesn't happen is not up to us. As you rightly said, it is grace that should happen.
Okay.
So why this chitta? The only two things I am saying. These are one of these or both of them are creating this hindrance. Keeping aside grace, because we are in this satsanga, we are disciples of Sri Prabhuji. I presume that we have that grace already. So with that intense feeling, I am continuing my journey. So why these two things? If at all there is an obstacle, strong obstacle, it should be either one of them or both of them. How they are obstructing Shravana? I am coming back to Shravana. How they are obstructing Shravana to happen the way it happened to Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi.
Because we are not in the present moment, we are not giving full, there is no integration of the body, mind and intellect, at that moment.
I want to see it from only conscious mind and subconscious mind perspective.
Oh, you tell the answer then, because we are not because you have figured out something and why should we double guess you? You tell us fast.
No, I am not figured out. I am just analyzed, did an introspect. From that, yes, ma'am.
Regarding conscious and subconscious mind,
yes.
If I consciously surrender, the subconscious mind is vacant. So then chitta is very clear and Shravana Matrena Mukti can happen if I really consciously surrender.
Okay. We come back to that answer only, Baba. You tell. Hmm.
Actually speaking, we are following Guruji's grace only. We are here discussing Vedanta. But
Exactly.
we think we are surrendered, but we are not completely surrendered consciously.
We're still holding on.
Consciously, this prioritization, work, all these happen through us. We are not no more doing anything. We are not prioritizing anything. That will happen through us. This
Yeah.
is my understanding.
Correct. Consciously, we have to be always be in that mode.
Yes.
Correct. Tell ya, Nasimurthy, need ready.
Subconscious mind and conscious mind. Where is the ahankara is rising? Ahankara is rising in conscious mind. So
Correct.
we already discussed that. How ahankara rises, given a context. That context can be the past sequence of events, past psychological wounds, past psychological emotions, all that. So and doership, all that is attached to that context, which has happened, which is happening. Two possibilities. So conscious mind is playing this role of adding ahankara into each vritti.
Correct.
So this is this vritti. If I take one vritti, one thought, in that thought, there are two parts: the information and aham kara, that which says I am behind this.
Yeah, finally attributing it to myself all the time. That is
Yes.
all self.
Yes. So when I am listening to Prabhuji's talk, chitta is becoming a blocker for me. If it receives, if it is if it is ripened properly, if it is chitta is shuddha, it has shuddhi is already happened, this just seeps in there.
Correct. Correct, Baba. Correct.
It just seeps in there. So in this case, what is happening? This is my personal experience. When I was listening to one of the talks, that is the talk I like the most with Prabhuji. I listened to it in the beginning. So the way I understood that and the way I understand it today is totally different. So what is that got changed? What is that which undergone transformation? I would say it is chitta.
Yeah.
So out of this antakarana chatushtayas, shuddhi is mentioned only for chitta, not for ahankara, not for buddhi, not for manas.
Chitta is throwing up less and less garbage, basically.
Yes.
Correct.
Chitta is the root cause of all karmic manifestation, perception of the jnana, all that. Otherwise, this prejudice will happen, it will keep on pumping prejudices into the conscious mind. In other words, to say it resists.
Nice.
This is what my understanding.
Correct understand.
Thank you.
Yeah, but yeah, very deep analysis you do about all this. But yeah, we are good. Ashte.
Manana is nothing but this introspect. And beauty of Advaita Vedanta is every topic, every concept, they say we can actually feel it. Experientially, we can feel it.
Nice. So, what do we do now? There is verse number 30, which we shall read it once and then continue the discussion. Next class also, we need to continue the discussion. Alva?
This Mukti Marga, Mukti,
Mm.
Mukti phase, I think we need to elaborate.
Mm. So this is verse number 30. Dehabhimane galite vijnane paramatmani yatra yatra manoyati tatra tatra samadhayaha. Dehabhimana means identification with the body. Galite, when it disappears. And Paramatmani Vijnane, when I understand that Paramatma, a Supreme Self, is everything, then in that case, Yatra Yatra Manoyati, wherever the mind goes, Tatra Tatra Samadhayaha, there itself the mind will is calm, it doesn't get disturbed. Wherever the mind goes, there it is. Samadhi is acquired there only. Previously, so many types of samadhis were given. By 6 types of samadhis were given. Antar, Bahiv, Savikalpa, Nirvikalpa, that permutation combination, 6 types of samadhis were given by Prabhuji. Now here, they are talking about which samadhi? Sahaja Samadhi. Ultimate samadhi is Sahaja Samadhi. Isn't it? For the Sahaja Samadhi, like Ramana or our Prabhuji, there is no Antara, Antar, Bahir, Nirvikalpa, Savikalpa, nothing matters. Because they are always in Sahaja Samadhi. Yatra yatra manoyati, wherever the mind goes. My mind is now going to this flower. There itself Samadhi. How? Can anyone explain? How can the mind attain Samadhi wherever it lands on? How? It is very simple. Isn't it?
That is the pure consciousness. I land on the pure consciousness. I am pure consciousness and I land on the pure consciousness.
Okay. Then what else? Yeah, perfect answer. Anything else?
I recognize the Sat in the flower,
Correct.
existence of the flower in the Bahya Samadhi, and
Yes.
come into Samadhi.
What Lakshana do I see? Vishesha Lakshana or Samanya Lakshana?
Samanya Lakshana, existence.
What else?
In me and the flower. We are both same. And we are both Brahman. And I'm also Brahman.
Anything else to add to that, Indra, Shaila? Yatra yatra manoyati tatra tatra samadhayaha. Or you want to say in the words of a bhakta. This is a jnani. What will the bhakta say? Yatra yatra yad manoyati tatra tatra tava pada pankajam. There is God.
Yeah.
Wherever I see, that is your lotus feet.
Lotus feet.
No? That is what Vibhuti Yoga is all about. Seeing the Vibhuti of the Lord in each and every. Because what else is Jagat apart from the manifestation of Brahman? Is there anything else?
Nothing.
Isn't it? Anupama, you want to add anything to this? Yatra yatra manoyati.
No, Purnimaji.
Yeah. So once you understand as a bhakta also, it's easier, I think, as a bhakta. I don't know. Each person has a different ruchi.
He
Jnani
is
or
present.
bhakta.
He is
Huh?
Yeah,
present.
at this stage, we can see everything as God, like lotus feet of God. That is more easy.
Easy.
Easier. He is
But-
present in me. He is present in you. He is present in the flower also. So that's easy.
It's easy. But when something evil happens, is it easy to think of it as God?
No.
No.
There, Nana has to come in there. Isn't it?
So how to think in that moment? If Jnana has to come, like what will be the thought
Jnana has to
process?
come that, you think of all these Jaya Vijaya stories of the Puranas, how they were cursed by Vishnu. You go down and become my enemy, you curse me, then I will come and, that is the story, isn't it? Those two Dwarapalakas of Vaikunta. It is all God's will. The evil is also God's will. Nothing can happen without God's will. Isn't it? With God's will only, Ravana, Kumbhakarna, they acted the way they did and then they were killed by the Lord only. It is applicable to all of us. That is the ultimate understanding. But when we behave, we should not behave. When we are thinking of evil, we should not think it is God's will. God always wants only good only. So when we behave consciously, that should not be like Duryodhana. He said, I don't know, somebody sitting in my heart is making me to do wrong things. That is not allowed because God means goodness. So when you act like a Duryodhana, you will be killed by God himself. So what does Jnana, how does Jnana come in? Especially in Advaita Vedanta, it's all mithya. It's all an appearance. That's the best way to reconcile with everything evil that is happening in society. What do you say? It's a dream. Horrible things happen in my dream. But experientially, yes, I will suffer. Yes, I will curse. Yes, I will want to do something good. I want to counter it. All that is perfectly valid in the Mithya Jagat. Whatever you do is fine, valid. As long as I do not associate too much my doership to it. That's all. So, yeah, yatra yatra manoyati, tatra tatra tava pada pankajam. Even the evil, you have to say, okay, Baba, it's your will. Go. You have done something, horrible. You will only put it right. It's all in your hands. See, it's very beautiful to talk to God. Even you can curse God also. Why did you allow such a thing to happen? He will not. He will say yes. So instead of cursing XYZ, go and curse God. It's better. Because he will take care of it. At the end of the day, I was listening to another talk. So at the end of the day, whatever complaints you have about another person, about yourself, about the world, about the Hamas, about anybody you want, tell it all to God and leave it to him. I have put all my worries at your feet. Now you take care of it and close the lid. That's all. Whatever I can do at my level, I will do. Big things, I cannot do anything. About the evil of terrorism, I cannot do anything except pray. Isn't it? What we can do is pray only. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. That's all I can do. That too with full this thing, I should do it. That's all the only thing I can do. That we will do properly. At our stage, we can only do Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. Try to accept through bhakti. Try to transcend through jnana. Both we can do simultaneously.
So beautiful.
No?
Nice.
Possible, no? We can do both, no? Accept,
Yes.
surrender through bhakti. Become peaceful through jnana. In the middle, all the disturbances are there, which is fine. Best is all Vedanta is the sleeping pill. You take it. Everything is mithya. Go and go to sleep. Best thing. So it's 11:40. Shall we close for today and continue more on the same talks in the next class?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Do that because
Sure.
this drilling is intensifying in my house right now. Papa, they're doing a lot of renovation. It's not getting over. Kya kare? Okay. Om Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya Mrityormamamritangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Nanimbudu nanalla. Ideha manabuddhi nanalla. Satchidanandatma Shivananu nane. Shivoham. Shivoham, Shivoham. Lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu. Lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu. Lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.